Hey everybody, Motor Poet 59 here. Well, six people have been, five people have been hospitalized. One person has died, they believe, in reaction to the Johnson&Johnson uh, vaccine, COVID-19 vaccine. Six people out of 6.8 million people who have taken the Johnson&Johnson vaccine. For right now, they're putting a pause on the use of the Johnson&Johnson vaccine until they can figure out what's going on. It's causing blood clots in the brain, in the arteries of the brain. I don't remember the exact medical terminology. It doesn't matter, but it's causing stroke-like symptoms. And that's bad. That's bad. But 6 cases against 6.8 million doses handed out, you talk about a small number. And these are it's beginning to look like these are reactions to the vaccine and not the vaccine itself. It's happening. It's only happened with women in a specific age group between 18 and 48, and again, extremely rare. I don't know if they'll ever figure out what it is that's causing this, but it's not the vaccine itself. And I want to say right now, I've already seen some of the anti-vaxxers almost jubilant about this, happy that people are sick and one person has died, and in other cases where people have talked about how it affected them, like the second shot affected me, made me feel like crap for about 24 hours, and people are happy about that. Well, that's why I'm not getting it. They're doing this, they're doing that. Whatever. If you don't want to get a shot, don't get a shot. I don't care. I've said that in other videos. But please stop spreading misinformation. And anyone who is excited about somebody dying just because it proves their point, or somebody getting sick just because it proves their point, something wrong with you. You're wired wrong. You're sick. You're a sick, sick, sick human being. But anyway, back to the vaccine being the problem. These are reactions to the vaccine, not the vaccine itself. People die and get sick every year from other vaccines and other medications, whether they're injections or pills. People have reactions to these things all the time. It is not uncommon. The only reason we're hearing about it is because the media wants to continue the steamroller that COVID-19 has become. I'm sure that the Biden administration and the people on the left want to keep all this stuff in the news because it takes away from the failures that the Biden administration is to date. And I wonder if Joe Biden and Stephen Fauci still want to claim credit like they did over the last month for these vaccines being rolled out so quickly. But anyway, blaming the vaccine is like blaming honeybees. A lot of people are very, very allergic to honeybees. They get stung, their tongues swell up, they have trouble breathing, hives, causes all kinds of problems. Doesn't happen to me. I've been stung literally dozens of times by honeybees over my life. And it's not the honeybee that's the problem. It's the reaction people have to the honeybee. Some people, because if it was the honeybee, then I'd probably be dead by now as many times I've been stung. But I'm not. Honeybee stings me, it burns for a minute, and it itches like crazy for a couple of days, and then it just goes away. But some people aren't that fortunate. They end up in the hospital. It's the same with this vaccine. It's not the vaccine itself that's the problem. It's the reaction some people have to it. And everyone just needs to realize that this is not uncommon throughout the history of vaccines and medications for that matter. Medications that have been being used for a long time, all of a sudden they're having these problems. That's why you can't turn on the TV or look at Facebook or Instagram without having to see some advertisement for attorneys that have a class action lawsuit going over some medication people took, all the way down to Johnson&Johnson's baby powder and things like that, things people have been using for decades, in some cases 100 years, but all of a sudden it's a problem because some people have had reactions to it. It's just the way things are. But we live in a litigious society. Everybody wants to sue somebody. Everybody wants to blame somebody for everything that goes wrong with them. And that's just not the way the world is wound. But it's the world we live in. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motopoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. We'll see you all later.